Yes. Welcome back to Dumb Crimes and Criminals. I am your host, Rick. You're now tuned into the funniest true crime podcast in the world. We are back in the building. Before we jump into the episode, I do want to shout out the listeners. The numbers is growing. We definitely appreciate you. We appreciate you. You dig? Man, let's get into this episode though. Man, I got two stories for y'all today. We going to Memphis for the first one, right? So, a Memphis teenager was caught with a Dodge Hellcat at his house that he stole in November. When police finally caught him, they found some file programming equipment along with a Glock switch. Memphis teen was cruising around in a Hellcat that he stole for 2 months. He's facing serious charges. All right. Why would you, first and foremost, you stole one of the most sought out cars probably on the market, right? They're not making Hellcats no more. People want Hellcats. You stole a Hellcat. You got your hands on a Hellcat. This car's over $100,000. You have the Hellcat at your house? Now, first and foremost, it doesn't say his age, but it says he's a teenager from Memphis. All right. So, nigga, you're a teenager, so you can range from 13 to 19, right? You're a teenager. I'm looking at his mugshot. He's probably 18, 19, 17, right? He don't look 16. I say between 17 and 19, right? He's between 17 and 19. You pull up to your house with a Dodge Hellcat Challenger. Nobody says nothing. Now, don't get me wrong, all right? Because when I was a kid, we used to steal bikes in my hood, right? That's what it was. That was a thing in the hood. I got my bike stolen. I stole people's bikes. It was just a thing. You ever see that movie New Jersey Drive? My neighborhood was like that with bikes. You know what I'm saying? But mind you, we kids, we 11, 12, 13. We're in the young teens. This was before people started buying cars and driving and getting rentals and doing those type of things. It was the bikes, right? This was before people was driving. We was on bikes. So, like I said, if you seen New Jersey Drive, we was like New Jersey bikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was like that with bikes. Like, I don't care. If you leave your bike out, 9 times out of 10, it was gone. And, you know, in my house, I would come home with a different bike every night. And nobody would ask me, where you get that bike from? Knowing I ain't buy no bike. I'm just coming home with random bikes. Maybe they thought it was my friend's bike. Because I would bring the bike inside. Because leave it outside, you might as well just get ready to get another bike. Because that was going to be gone, right? But how do you drive a Hellcat home and nobody say nothing? How do you park a Hellcat in front of your house for 2 months and nobody say, get this shit out of my driveway, get it from in front of my house, in back of my house, on top of my house, on the side of my house, wherever you had this Hellcat, get this out of here. Because can't nobody in this house afford no damn Hellcat. If they did, you wouldn't be stealing no Hellcat, right? Get this car as far away from this house as you can. There was nobody there to say that. Now, it might not have been, so I'm not really trying to judge. It might not have been. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I came home with a different bike every night, but we talking bikes. All right? We talking bikes. Now, I did buy a car off one of my mans, right, for like $50. It was a 2-door Ford Escort, right? When I brought the car home, I got in trouble. And I got threatened to get this shit out my yard. You understand what I'm saying? And that was a old 1986 2-door Ford Escort. You understand what I'm saying? Imagine pulling up to your crib as a teenager with $100,000 Dodge Hellcat. First and foremost, them joints is super loud. You know what I mean? You waking up the neighbors, all type of shit. and you have this car for 2 months, unless maybe he was telling you it was your friend car, this guy, that, I don't know. But why would you steal a Hellcat, right? Why would you steal a Hellcat and bring it back to your home? Like, why wouldn't you take it somewhere, park it? If you want some, I'm a steal this car because clearly it's stolen. So you can't just, you're going to have to chop it up and do all type of stuff to be able to register the car. You know what I mean? Clearly this dude was seeming like he was just joyriding, right? So why would you bring it back to your crib? Why not leave it somewhere where, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to park it over here and then, I'm going to just joyride it at night or try and be discreet or whatever the case. Because it said he was riding around for 2 months. You riding around for 2 months in a stolen Hellcat. That's wild to me. And you bring the car home. I don't understand that. Then when you get caught, you got 5 programming equipment and a Glock with a switch on it. Come on, man. We got to do better. You know what I'm saying? We got to do better. Because I don't know what's into these young dudes' minds, but they move too reckless. You know what I'm saying? They out here moving ridiculous. Like, for real. They moving ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense how these young guys is moving. You know what I mean? One of the most sought out cars on the market you stole and brought back to your house, yo. Do you know that the person you stole that car for is on your ass one way or the other? They probably got trackers. They probably, just think about it. We're talking about a car that's over $100,000. Do you know that the person you stole that from, do you know how bad they want their car back? Like, real talk. You know how bad they want their car back? And you gonna bring it to your home? You gonna bring it to your home? Like, come on, yo. You're not thinking, my man. You should have parked that shit somewhere far. You know what I mean? You should have parked that joint somewhere far and did whatever you was doing. But come on. Then you get caught with the Glock, with the switch. So you just put yourself in hot water over what? You mean a 2-month joyride? I'm going to tell you this. Whatever you did in that 2 months that you had this Hellcat is not about to be worth the 10 years you about to do in jail, right? Because you got caught with a stolen Hellcat that's over $100,000. You got caught with 5 programming equipment. So clearly you done stole cars and all that. They probably about to link you to mad other stolen cars. And you had a Glock with a switch on it. You're looking at well over 10 years. And you was joyriding this Hellcat, having a blast for 2 months. The risk did not, it's not worth it. The risk is not worth it. 2 months. You was lit for 2 months. Now you about to sit in a cell for years. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you had 5 programming equipment on you. They are going to where was this? Memphis. Every stolen car in Memphis, they're going to make sure you ain't have nothing to do with it. And if they want to get crazy, they going to pin shit on you. Let's keep it 100. They going to, you know what? Look, you know what I mean? Come on, man. 2 months. 2 months. 2 months worth of joyriding. 2 months worth of joyriding for nothing. And I can't believe you actually took a because I be watching them. I didn't see this one, but on Instagram, it only take these dudes like 30 seconds to get a car. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen dudes walk up, hold up some type of antenna joint in front of the front door, and the car alarm in the car unlock, and they hop in it because they are signaling the key fob. You know what I mean? So if the key fob is in range, that's turning the car on. They peeling off with your car in less than a minute. So it's not really hard for these dudes to get these cars. Now, what they're doing with these cars, I don't know. I would think that they getting them, taking them to the chop shop, or getting them, selling them, and the people, whoever they selling them to, is doing what they do. This dude took this joint and went home like he just bought a new car. That is mind-boggling to me. You know how nervous I'll be knowing I got a stolen $100,000 car outside my crib? How do you sleep at night? How did you sleep at night, my man? How did you sleep at night? Like, real talk, how did you sleep at night knowing in your yard you got $100,000 car that's stolen, that I'm sure the moment whoever owned that car woke up and looked outside and seen that car was gone, reported that immediately. You understand what I'm saying? They gave him everything, VIN number, every last piece of information that they could think of, the police got. And you had that hot car at your crib for 2 months, chilling. You didn't get rid of the car. You didn't hide the car. They came to your house and got the car. It was not worth it. This is wild to me. Why do y'all do stuff like this, man? You understand what I'm saying? You know, again, man, this is Dumb Crimes and Criminals. We just here to discuss the stories. You know, you do what you do. I'm not here to parent nobody. I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm just saying, if you still in the Hellcat and you trying to make some money, get rid of the car, right? Get rid of the car. You got 5 programming on you. Clearly, this is what you do. Why you got the car? Get rid of the car, my man. Get rid of the car, yo. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Them 10 years you about to do is not worth it. 10 years or 2 months. Come on, man. It's not an even trade. It's not an even trade, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not, yo. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. But yeah, man, I'm about to sign off. Probably gonna double back, man. I'm gonna bang out a couple of episodes for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm late, so I'm gonna double back, catch up on some episodes for y'all. Follow the Instagram page at f.t.h_media. Hit the email, thedccpodcast@gmail.com. Let's grow this community. Real talk. If you're listening to this right now, if you hear my voice right now, send me some stories to thedccpodcast@gmail.com. Send me some wild stories, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'll bring them on the show. Just send them to me, and we're gonna talk about it on the show. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Other than that, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Go relax. What else? Like I said, I apologize for being a couple of days late. You know, got tied up. So hang in there, bear with me. What else? Appreciate y'all. The numbers are still going up. My impressions are still going up. So people is definitely still coming across the podcast. They tapping in, you know, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You know, we definitely trying to turn it up this year. We trying to grow, you know, every year, every day. Every time I crack the mic, I want to be better than the last episode. So, you know, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Like I said, my numbers is going up. My impressions is going up. You know, spread the word about the podcast, man. You know, if you know people that is into podcasts, put them onto the podcast. And, you know, let them know we lit over here. This is the funniest true crime podcast in the world. I'm standing on that. I'm going to always stand on that. And we're going to show the world that this is the funniest true crime podcast in the world. And if you ever go steal a Dodge Hellcat, don't sit it in front of your crib for 2 months. I'm gone.